Welcome to Mornings with Patty as I read from The Language of Letting Go, October 12th. It's 19 years ago today when my mother passed away, and I thought this reading was relevant as it's on how to be gentle with ourselves during times of grief. The process of adapting to change and loss takes energy. Grief is draining, sometimes and often exhausting, and some people need to cocoon for transformation. In Pat Carnes' words, while going through grief, we may feel more tired than usual. Our ability to function well in other areas of our life may be reduced temporarily. We may want to hide out in the safety of our bedroom, and grief is heavy. It can wear us down. It's okay to be gentle with ourselves when we're going through change and grief. Yes, we want to maintain the disciplines of our spiritual practices, but we can be compassionate with ourselves. We do not have to expect more from ourselves than we can deliver during this time. And we do not even have to expect as much from ourselves as we normally would and reasonably would expect. We may need some rest, more sleep, more comfort, and we may be more needy and have less to give, and that's okay. It's okay to accept ourselves and our change needs during times of grief, stress, and change. It's okay to allow ourselves to cocoon during times of transformation. We can surrender to the process and trust that a new, exciting energy is being created within us. Before long, we will take wings and fly. God, help me accept my changed needs during times of grief, change, and loss. I think all of us have at one time or another gone through really big periods of grief. The woman who wrote this book, Melody Beatty, she lost her son in a jet ski accident. And so she knows about grief. I have friends who have lost their spouses. I have family that have lost their spouses and their friends and their so many people in our lives. That also includes job loss. It also includes friendships. Grief can encompass anything. And the one thing I want to share on this particular journey in this passage is that when I got the news, I remember exactly where I was when I got the news that my mom had died. And I was on the train in Washington, D.C. on my way to work to the Pentagon. And I got the news, and I don't recall who called me, but they had told me she had passed away. And I took a deep breath, and I said, you know what? I can get through this. I can just go to work and get through the day since I'm almost here. And I got to work, and I couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't function. That's how much in denial I was. And I went home, and I went back home to my apartment, and then I flew back home. And I'm going to tell you, grief takes as long as it takes. So be gentle with yourself. Take care of yourself like a little baby that needs nurturing and care and fed. And bring around to you safe people who will not force you into any kind of way of being. Just let them be there for you. And it's a process. That's all I can tell you. And grief comes in waves, and grief leaves. And it shows up at the most unexpected times. And during those times, you can take a moment or few moments and allow yourself to just be with that pain, because loss can be painful. I wish you the best today. If you like this kind of content and you want to share it with somebody who may be struggling, please share, subscribe, and put on your notifications. And I'm here to help you get through your life in the best way that I have gotten through mine. I love you. Take care.